This is Coach Eric Anthony, and today I'd like to discuss how playground rules and antics destroy the team spirit in all of us from a very young age. If you think about it, what it takes to be successful on the playground is almost the exact opposite of what it takes to be successful on a team. If we look at the character type of those people that are the most successful on the playground, we will find them to be the most selfish, the most outgoing, and the most socially dominant, usually only willing to share the ball with their friends. As the kids graduate from the playground and move on to teams, they will face a new reality in which being the most popular person or most dominant personality will no longer have the same effect when playing against teams that know how to play like a team. The sad thing is they will not understand why they're all of a sudden failing, and that presents a unique coaching opportunity. I have heard rec level coaches, high school level coaches, and college level coaches alike comment on how frustrating it has been for some of them to convince the group of people they lead to work together as a team. And my hypothesis is that it is due in large measure to something I have titled as the Playground Rules and Antics phenomenon. In this conversation, I'd like to go over the 4 basic ways in which this phenomenon corrupts the team effort. The first disruption to team dynamics caused by the Playground Rules and Antics phenomenon is that it places the dominant personality over team effort. You see, the thing to understand about dominant personalities is they will only share the ball with other dominant personalities on the team, and sparingly with other people that they deem socially deserving of sharing the ball. And this will weaken your team effort in 2 major ways. If only 2 or 3 players are involved in every drive, they'll become predictable and easy to defend by the opponent. And if the 2 or 3 players never share the ball with the rest of the team, they'll be placing their team at a numeric disadvantage when playing against teams that play at full capacity. The second way in which the playground antics and rule phenomenon corrupts team dynamic is that it gets in the way of the workflow that is necessary to be a high-functioning team. You see, one of my primary goals as a coach when working towards building team dynamics and solid team effort is to ensure that my players understand that they do not have a choice on who they work with. And what makes this hard to understand for some of the players is that this goes directly opposite to everything they've learned to work on the playground. You see, in any sport where the 3 basic functions are passing, moving, and shooting, you do not pass to the person you like. You pass to the person that's open. And on a team, it should not be your individual goal to outshine your teammates and gain social points, but instead, it should be to help everybody in your team be successful towards a common goal. The third way in which the Playground Rules and Antics phenomenon corrupts team effort is that it excludes team members from making contributions to the effort. I'm not going to deny the fact that every team has their best shooters, their best ball handlers, the person that you want to have the ball in crunch time. But what I am saying is you cannot revolve your model around them, for it is not the playground anymore. The best way to exemplify this point, and the true balance that must exist for team effectiveness, is to take a look at Michael Jordan's game and effectiveness as a playground baller versus when he decided to be a team player. When Michael Jordan started out his career, he is probably one of the best examples to portray the playground baller. He was a bit selfish, wanted to resolve every play himself, and did so to the exclusion of the rest of his team. If we fast forward to the championship-winning Michael Jordan, we will see a totally different person with a totally different outcome. While Michael Jordan never diminished his dominance on the court, his desire to personally shine was opaqued by his desire to help his team win. 2 of the rings in his hand are attributed to 2 role players, Steve Kerr and John Paxson, which would have never stood a chance to receive the ball to take the game-winning shot with the old Michael Jordan, who had the mindset of a playground baller. The fourth way in which the Playground Rules and Antics phenomenon corrupts team effectiveness is that it sets up a bully system in which the playground baller will exert their physical and social dominance over less assertive teammates, which will create a dynamic not conducive to collaboration. In conclusion, the main negative power of the Playground Rules and Antics phenomenon is not that it exists. It is instead that its presence falls under the radar, or has fallen under the radar, of most coaches and most teams. Why is getting rid of and putting a stop to the playground antics and rules phenomenon so near and dear to my heart? It is because when I was growing up, I was always a good athlete, but never one of the cool kids, and hence, I did not receive much playing time. But my high school team basketball coach unknowingly did a great job at subverting the playground rules and antics phenomenon through a process in which talent was cultivated and teamwork was fostered. And in one season's time, I went from being that uncool kid in the playground that the cool kids wouldn't pass to the team captain for my high school basketball team. As a coach, I am just as interested as the next coach in creating a process that develops champions. But I am equally concerned and interested in developing a process that is rewarding and a growing experience for everybody on my team. How many Steve Kerrs and John Paxtons do you have on your team just waiting for the opportunity to be included? Good teams have talented players, but great teams have a process that finds a way to incorporate everybody's gifts in the winning formula. This is Coach Eric Anthony, thanking you for listening and leaving you with one final question. What hidden gems are being opaqued on your team by the playground rules and antics phenomenon? Please join the conversation by posting your comments below.